The most dangerous voice in your life is the one nobody else can hear. If a stranger walked up to us right now and said the exact same things we silently say to ourselves every day, what would we do? We would explode. We would defend ourselves. We wouldn't tolerate that level of cruelty and psychological abuse from anyone for a single second. But when this exact same vicious voice lives inside our own heads, what do? We surrender completely. We pull up a chair, listen to every toxic word, and agree with it. You look stupid. You are falling behind. You are a fraud, and everyone knows it. We treat this voice as if it is telling us the objective truth, but it's not. The inner critic is the most effective silent saboteur in our lives. And today we are going to expose it. We are going to stop negotiating with this mental parasite and learn how to permanently strip it of its power. To stop this voice, we first need to understand how it operates. The inner critic is not a loud, chaotic monster. It is a highly calculated, silent saboteur. It operates like a sniper. It never attacks when we are feeling confident and strong. No, it waits. It waits for the exact moment when we are exhausted, when we make a tiny mistake, or when we take a risk and step outside our comfort zone. The moment our armor drops even a millimeter, the voice strikes. And the most dangerous weapon the critic has is its disguise. It uses our own voice. Because it sounds like us, we automatically assume it is telling the truth. We mistake this cruel commentary for objective reality. We think, if I am thinking this about myself, it must be a fact. But let's be absolutely clear. This voice is not the truth. It is not our conscience. It is an echo. It is an accumulation of every rejection we ever faced, every harsh word a teacher ever said to us, every toxic standard society forced upon us. It is a ghost of the past, wearing our face, trying to dictate our future. Our natural instinct when the voice attacks is to fight back. When it says, "You are a failure," we try to argue with it. We try to gather evidence. We tell ourselves, "No, I am smart. I am capable. Look at my past achievements." But here is the brutal paradox of human psychology. The moment we start arguing with the inner critic, we have already lost. Why? Because by arguing, we are treating the voice as if it is a legitimate opponent. We are giving it a seat at the negotiation table. If you are walking down the street and a crazy person yells that the sky is made of green cheese, you don't stop and debate them with a PowerPoint presentation. You ignore them because they are deeply disconnected from reality. Fighting the critic requires massive amounts of energy. It drags us into a mental boxing ring where the critic always has the home advantage. The harder we push against it, the stronger it becomes. We cannot defeat an illusion by fighting it. We defeat an illusion by seeing through it. So, if we don't fight, what do? We use a completely different weapon. We use cold, detached observation. We strip it of its authority. Let's think of the inner critic not as a truth teller, but as a faulty alarm system in a car. Sometimes the alarm goes off because someone is trying to steal the car. But most of the time, it goes off because a heavy truck drove by, or the wind blew too hard. The noise is loud. It is incredibly annoying, but it doesn't mean there is an actual emergency. When the voice starts its monologue of self-hatred, we can try to just listen to it without reacting. We can observe it like a dark cloud passing across our mental sky. We can mentally say, "Ah, there is the 'I am a fraud' story again. Interesting timing. The alarm is ringing." We don't analyze it. We don't try to fix it. We simply label it as noise and continue doing whatever we were doing. This is the ultimate act of mental rebellion. We let the voice scream in the background, but we refuse to give it the steering wheel to our life. It is time to stop being polite to the intruder in our minds. The inner critic has stolen enough of our joy. It has killed enough of our ideas before they were even born. It has made us feel small, inadequate, and exhausted for far too long. We don't need to surgically remove this voice to be happy. We just need to stop taking orders from it. The voice might always be there, whispering from the back seat, complaining about the road. Let it complain. But it is our foot on the gas pedal. When we stop treating our inner critic like a wise mentor and start treating it like the toxic, broken record that it actually is, the silence that follows is beautiful. We realize that underneath all that noise, there is a much quieter, deeper version of ourselves, one that is resilient, capable, and fundamentally worthy. We are learning to protect our mental space here. Let's take a deep breath, mentally mute the noise, and take our power back.